All right, that ought to do it. We're all set. Hey, Jack. High five. Jack? The headlamp? There you go. I appreciate the help, Jack.
That's what I'm here for.
And here I thought it was to keep me from going round the bend.
That is also true. As your Echo unit, I am charged with ensuring your safety and well-being. That includes monitoring your demeanor for signs of mental instability.
You're joking.
No, not at all. Were I not here, it is entirely possible you'd have thrown yourself out an airlock by now. Statistically speaking, of course.
Okay. There's a thought that's going to linger. Thanks for that.
Captain Rhodes, full spectrum scan of the anomaly is complete.
All right, Hera. Push the results to the holo table in the EVA staging area.
Acknowledged.
Come on, Jack. Let's go have a look at the results. Maybe we'll learn something useful about this anomaly of ours.
That does seem likely, considering we currently know nothing at all.
Suppose I can't argue with that. Okay, Jack. Let's see what we have.
Liv, is your own EVA suit operational? I don't see it here.
It's in the workshop. I was giving it a tune-up. Why? You think I'll need it?
Your safety is my highest priority. You should be prepared for a hull breach or life support failure.
I'll make sure I have it handy. Thanks for your concern, Jack.
Holotable awaiting manual activation.
Hera, status report.
Status green. All systems nominal.
Well, that's good news. But what about our anomaly? Where is it?
Hera, display the anomaly's current location.
Acknowledged.
Ah, there we go. Wait, hang on. Hera, is this image to scale?
Affirmative.
So the anomaly has increased in size.
Not a good sign. Let's get a closer look. Okay, let's see.
Curious.
I can't make head nor tail out of any of this data. What about you?
The data appears to have been corrupted somehow.
It's the same for all the readings. Spectrometer, interferometer, LiDAR, all rubbish.
Interference from the anomaly must be disrupting the transmission signal.
So, our sensor network is useless. What now?
You are still the captain of this facility. I defer to your judgment.
I was afraid you were going to say that. All right, if we don't get a handle on that anomaly, we're going to be in serious trouble.
Agreed.
I don't want to do this, but I think I have to send you out to investigate the anomaly up close.
Good idea. If I use my scanner to examine the anomaly, I'll be able to analyze the data in real time.
I'm sorry, Jack. You know I wouldn't ask you to do this unless I couldn't see any other way around it.
I appreciate your concern, but there really is no other option. We need to determine the nature of this anomaly. And I suggest we do so quickly.
Okay, well... no sense wasting any more time then. Let's get you into the airlock, sharpish.
Caution. Airlock opening.
Hello, Hera.
Hello, Echo 1.
What are my odds of successfully analyzing the anomaly?
Probability unknown. Probability of Echo 1 critically damaging its hardware or software in the process, 93.2%.
You could have kept that to yourself.
Come on, in you go, Jack.
Hera,
Yes, Echo 1?
status report.
Primary systems nominal. 0 priority alerts detected. CubeSat network remains offline. Repair designated as second priority by Captain Olivia Rhodes.
Liv is waiting for me to enter the airlock. Circumstances aside, this is an excellent opportunity for scientific discovery.
Pardon me if I don't share your enthusiasm. Well, since you're so eager, let's get to it. If you're going out there, you'll need an EVA rig. There should be some inside the airlock. Just take one off the rack. You'll need to secure the rig to your back.
EVA rig secured. Initializing advanced movement systems. Stand by for calibration. Module M-201. Primary boosters. Your EVA pack allows you to boost forward in the direction you are looking. When you are ready, please exit the activation pod and use your EVA boost to reach the console ahead. Well done. Please press the hollow button to continue. Now boost to the end of the hall before the walls close in on you. Multiple boosts may be required. Excellent. Module M-116. Braking thrusters. This module will calibrate your braking thrusters, which allow you to stop in place without grabbing any surface. Please exit the activation pod and proceed to the room ahead. There are 2 target zones in the next room. Please boost into one of the zones and use your braking thrusters to come to a full stop. Success! Now, use your braking thrusters to stop inside target zone A. Calibration module complete. Please stand by.
EVA rig fully functional, ready to disembark.
Copy. Airlock controls unlocked. Pull down on the handle to close the inner door. Once the inner door is sealed, you're clear to cycle the airlock.
Inner bulkhead sealed.
The airlock must be depressurized before exiting.
Once the airlock is cycled, head outside and make your way to the anomaly. Get a scan if possible, but don't put yourself at any unnecessary risk.
Understood.
I'm going back up to the bridge. I can keep a better eye on your status from there. Keep this comm channel open. Maintain constant contact.
Copy that.
Depressurization
Jack?
complete.
Yes.
Ready for EVA departure.
Be careful out there.
Don't worry, Liv. I'm sure it'll be no problem.
Isn't that what we always say right before there's a problem?
Exiting portside airlock.
Copy. There should be a Fury transport dock just outside the airlock. Should take you straight to the anomaly. You'll need to run a diagnostic check before you can take off.
Understood.
Prep for RCS thruster calibration. Please hold on to the railing for the duration of the test flight. Initiating RCS thruster test. In 3, 2, 1. RCS thruster check complete. Proceeding to primary thruster calibration. Reminder, please hold on to the railing. Igniting primary thrusters. In 3, 2, 1. Fury transport calibration complete.
Liv, the Fury transport is set for flight.
Great. Coordinates have already been uploaded to the Navcon. Just touch the marked location on the holomap and you'll be on your way.
Select your
I'll monitor you from the
destination.
bridge. Good luck.
I'm underway. Distance to anomaly, 4,800 meters.
Copy that. I've a visual on your transport.
3,500 meters. 2,000 meters.
Steady as she goes. Godspeed. Look at that thing. Just incredible.
The Fury is malfunctioning. I have no control. I'm drifting toward the anomaly.
Remote link's been severed. I can't reboot the transport.
Liv, I'm taking radiation damage.
Abort, Jack! Get out of there, now!
Evacuating Fury.
Hurry, Jack! Get clear of that radiation!
Stand by.
Jack? The Fury has completely dropped off my scope. Total loss of signal. It's gone.
On approach, I noticed the anomaly was pulling the surrounding debris into its center.
You think the anomaly's housing some kind of singularity?
That would be consistent with my observations, yes. Needless to say, I doubt we'll be seeing that Fury transport again.
Okay. Well, so much for scanning the anomaly up close.
Liv, I'm clear of the radiation.
You alright?
Still functional. Though I must say my shell isn't exactly in the best condition.
In that case, I recommend using your ARM computer to reboot. It's the quickest way back to the station, and you can start fresh in a new shell.
Reboot initiated.
I think those disturbances might actually be electromagnetic pulses. You might not be able to scan the anomaly up close, but I think we can reconfigure a geological sensor to do the trick.
How so?
Well, if we can use it to read fluctuations in the magnetic field, we should be able to get a look inside. There's just several problems.
Go on.
We've got failures all over the facility. For this plan to work, we'll first need to clear up some problems in the container field, the primary dig site, and the processing line.
Send the details to my ARM computer.
Done. Let me know when you arrive at the sites.
Select your destination. Destination, container field. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on.
Approaching container field.
I'm picking up latent radiological activity in that area.
Something must have contaminated the cargo.
There's no way we'll get a clear read on the anomaly with all that interference. We'll need to find the source of the radiation and jettison it.
My scanner should help me track down the culprit.
Best guess, I'd say you're looking for levels around 80 or 90 decigrays. If you get into trouble, remember you can use the Fury module's induction panel to recharge your shields.
Most of the containers do not appear to be damaged.
I really wish it were better than most. Losing even a single container of helium-3 is a huge financial loss. But I suppose this is the wrong time to worry about a little smudge on my record.
Radiation absorption at 30 decigrays and climbing.
You're getting warmer. Watch yourself.
These mechanisms will secure a container here once we harvest more helium-3. By the time the next Atlas Corporation freighter arrives, the container field will be filled to capacity, and all of these mechanisms will be in use. Agitated deuterium ions detected.
Deuterium? That's a hydrogen isotope. How'd that end up in one of our helium-3 containers?
Unclear. The processing line is configured to scrub any excess hydrogen.
Ah, sod it. For now, let's just deal with the contamination. I'll dispatch a Fury to remove the irradiated container. Wait, something's wrong.
What is it?
I can't get the Fury transport to decouple from the container on the upper rack.
I can throw the manual override on the Fury's hitch. Stand by. I'll make my way up there now.
Shields at 30%.
Approaching Fury transport.
Careful. Once you decouple the transport's hitch, the autopilot's likely to kick in. So either get clear or find something to hold on to.
Unlocking this hitch will release the Fury transport.
The Fury's stuck on the upper rack. Throwing the manual override should get it moving.
Fury hitch released.
Autopilot's taking over. So far, so good.
Shields at 95%.
Ah! Jack? Are you alright?
Affirmative, but the container was breached. The contamination is spreading.
Well, that certainly didn't go as planned. Okay, I've got an idea. If I release the container's maglocks, the Fury should just carry it away. Or it would if the controls were actually responding. You know what? Screw it. Just cut the power. Maybe that'll do it.
Considering the damage, are you sure that's wise?
Wise? Definitely not. But will it work? Only one way to find out.
Cutting these maglocks should free the container. At least, in theory. Do I need to mention this is a gross violation of protocol?
It's either this or risk contaminating the entire shipment. Sometimes you just have to improvise. Ah! Holy What the hell just happened?
Explosive decompression. The escaping gas caused the container to jettison itself.
Okay, so not exactly what we were aiming for, but... Well, I suppose that takes care of our radiation problem. Good work. The sensor should be able to scan the anomaly free of interference. Okay, good start. We still need to find out what happened at the primary dig site and on the processing line. Let me know when you find out more. Hold on. Something's wrong with that Fury transport.
The one that collided with the container. What's wrong with it?
I'm really not sure. It's moving erratically, veering wildly off its flight path.
Could be a problem with the Fury's flight dynamics.
Probably just need to reset the navcom. If you get a chance, would you mind looking into it?
Copy that.
And I'm not sure, but I think we might need to resynchronize the container field's inventory control system.
Are these issues urgent?
Not really. Neither one's going to keep us from scanning the anomaly. Consider them both secondary priorities.
Liv, you were right. The inventory control system is out of sync.
Probably got knocked off cycle by one of those pulses. In order to resynchronize the inventory system, you'll have to quickly scan each of the 3 I/O ports in the container field.
Hera, mark the location of each I/O port on my HUD.
Once you scan the first I/O port, you'll have roughly 70 seconds to scan the other 2. If you don't make it, the system will reset and you'll have to start again. Nice. Good work, Jack.
What is it?
Nothing. I'm sorry, it was like watching some sort of weird robot rodeo. Cowboy Jack ropes himself a Fury.
Do I get a hat?
A hat, fancy boots, shiny spurs. We'll fix you right up. Till then, you can just leave the Fury where it is. I'll have Hera run some diagnostics on it before I can reconnect the remote link.
Copy that. I'm moving on.
Happy trails, partner.
That's one.
Clock is running. 70 seconds.
Seconds remaining.
One more to go.
Success. Inventory control station synchronized.
That was impressive.
It wasn't all that difficult. After all, I was specifically designed to handle these types of demanding situations.
Plus, you're incredibly modest.
Thank you.
I'm still trying to work out just how the hell we wound up with a container full of concentrated deuterium.
I'm not certain. Deuterium is a byproduct of helium-3 atomic decay.
But helium-3 is a stable isotope. It would take centuries for it to decay. It doesn't make any sense.
Approaching primary dig site.
Any sign of activity? The whole site's gone dark and we need the comms array there to boost the data buffer from our sensor sweep.
All systems appear offline. Emergency lighting only.
Damn. Well, clearly something went wrong here.
I'm sensing a pattern.
No kidding. That should be the new Kronos 2 mission patch. Just something went wrong. In big, bold letters. Anyway, better get to it. Let me know what you find.
These solar panels should be providing the site with backup power. The anomaly must have damaged them.
They might not have the wattage to operate the comms array anyway. We barely get enough solar energy here to power the comm stat, let alone a whole dig site.
Athena, bring up the next candidate, please.
Echo Program Candidate number 37. Lieutenant Rhodes, Olivia J.
Now this one's promising. Accepted into the USN Aerospace Academy at 16. Exemplary marks in engineering, geology, robotics. Elite stuff. All the versatility you could want in an astronaut. The USN even approached her for the Pythias initiative, but she declined. I'm not interested in leaving the solar system, I guess. And her psych profile. She's right on the money. Took some prying, but the interviewer got her to open up about her family. A younger brother, Jackson. You could tell they were close. Probably had to look after him a lot with two scientists for parents. That's just what we need for Echo 1. She's perfect.
My sensors are picking up a signal from deeper inside this cave.
Warning. Hazardous levels of radiation detected.
Right on cue.
I'll try to get the site's radiation dampener online.
Good idea. Make sure to check its backup power supply. It may have a dead battery.
Something's damaged this labor unit. Perhaps I can repair it. Liv, I found the labor unit. It has been dismembered, and it may have suffered internal damage as well.
Try to get its limbs reattached at least. We can perform a more thorough diagnostic later.
Shields at 50%. Shields at 30%.
The Fury transport should have an induction panel where I can recharge.
Shields at 95%. Shields at 95%. Shields at 50%.
Repairs complete. Unit 38, are you operational?
Affirmative. I feel lovely. Just lovely. How are you?
You have definitely sustained internal damage.
Negative. This unit is operating at 10,000% efficiency. As you can see, the bridge is in excellent condition.
This is a cave.
Negative, negative, negative. This is the bridge. I recommend you schedule yourself for maintenance, Echo 1. You are being very negative.
Liv, I've found the missing labor unit near the primary dig site and... well, it's disoriented.
What the hell do you mean by that?
Is that Captain Rhodes? Are you speaking to Captain Rhodes? Please tell her that I am nearly finished clearing her browsing history, as requested.
Maybe you should just leave it alone for now.
That may be for the best.
Shields at 95%.
This radiation dampener will allow me to safely investigate the dig site, but I need to reactivate it first.
Shields at 50%. Shields at 30%.
This battery socket should provide backup power to the dampening field, even if the main generator is offline. Battery removed. It's definitely depleted.
Well, that explains that. Your Fury transport should have a spare you can replace it with.
Reboot initiated.
My shield can only absorb so much radiation before sustaining irreparable damage.
Shields at 95%.
This area is still rich with helium-3. We won't deplete it for a while. I've located the site's labor units. They're unresponsive.
Damn. Try giving them a scan. Maybe that'll tell us what went wrong.
A fusion generator, more than capable of powering the entire dig site.
That's way too much radiation, Jack. We'll need to activate the dampening field before you can safely investigate that area.
The drills at the primary dig site are functional. No signs of damage from the anomaly.
Good. Those don't yield as much helium as the blocks we send to the processing line, but losing them would still hurt our numbers.
The backup battery should be on the aft of the transport. Battery acquired.
Shields at 95%.
Power restored. I should be able to turn the dampener on now. Dampener online. Geiger readings nominal.
Nice job. That should buy you some time. If the dampener goes down again, you can recharge the battery back at the Fury. Based on the radiation, I bet that generator has a damaged core. Look for a maintenance panel that you can cut open.
Broad-spectrum lattice displacement. These labor units have suffered catastrophic radiation damage.
And all without setting off a radiation alarm or abandoning the site. It must have been sudden. Can you get a scan of the generator core as well? That's the most likely culprit. See if you can get the generator open, Jack. We need to get a look inside.
Maintenance panel removed.
How's it look?
The main reactor appears to be intact, but the fuel rod is partially melted.
Damn it. Better jettison it then. It may be good to scan it first, though. The data could prove useful.
The damage to this fuel rod is extensive, but I can't determine the cause.
Severe thermal damage detected. Main fuel supply depleted.
Depleted? Helium fusion rods can last a century. How could it discharge that much energy so quickly without exploding? Better jettison it, Jack.
Security brace disengaged. Fuel rod jettisoned. Generator systems offline.
Radiation dissipating. That core seems to have been the only source.
Good work. Now just get the generator a new fuel rod and re-engage the locking mechanisms. There should be a spare in the site's core enclosure.
New core acquired. Returning to the generator.
New fuel element accepted. Please re-engage safety protocols. Control rods engaged. Fusion reaction initiated. Please initiate a manual reboot.
Let's switch the generator back on, Jack. Find the control panel.
Connection with primary dig site re-established.
Excellent. I pulled a few labor units out of mothballs to man the antenna while you finish the repairs. You'll need to assemble them before you move on. A Fury transport should arrive with them shortly. The data from your scans is bizarre. This sort of erosion... How could it have happened instantaneously?
Could the radiation have corrupted the data?
Possibly. But that can't be the only factor. This anomaly isn't just a mass of radiation. There's more to it than that. I'm certain now.
Labor unit online. Proceeding with primary assignment. Labor unit online.
Labor units
Proceeding
online.
with primary
With them
assignment.
managing the data flow, you'll be free to operate the sensor once we're ready to scan.
You mean until something goes wrong?
I figured that went without saying. We're almost there. We still need to investigate the processing line. Update me when you arrive.
27, status report on your current assignment.
Status. Communications systems are operational. Appears I am standing by to manage the data flow from the main sensor array.
Affirmative. Stay... Ready.
That fuel rod was completely inert. It should have been good for another century before it burned out. Something very strange is going on here.
We should postpone further construction on this site until we can fully assess how the anomaly has affected our equipment.
Agreed. I'll probably spend my last week here just doing a full assessment of the station at this rate. You know, assuming we can figure out what that anomaly is in the first place.
Unit 38, status report.
Status. Still lovely. Oh, so lovely.
Unit 38, you mentioned browsing history?
I am sorry, Echo 1. That is a classified assignment given to me by Captain Rhodes. Please, wipe your memory of that conversation.
I want to say, for the record, that I never told it to do that.
Is that Captain Rhodes? Please tell
Jack,
her...
please. Please stop talking to that android.
Unit 38, status report.
Status. Still lovely. Oh, so lovely.
Unit 26, have you encountered any problems?
Negative. Communication arrays are functional and at the ready.
Good. Carry on with your assignment.
This is Captain Olivia Rhodes. Personal log entry for... God, has it been 2 months already? Time flies when you're running an entire mining operation alone, I suppose. Well, not completely alone. That's the catch, isn't it? This new Series 11 android they've assigned me, Echo 1, is like a second crew member. I'm not just talking about all the work he gets done, either. It's the questions, I think. He's always asking them. Why do I do this? What does that phrase mean? On and on. And the way he'll stare at things sometimes, like he's trying to deconstruct them. It reminds me of... well... I called him Jack the other day. Completely by accident. It just slipped out. Had to take a moment after that. It has to mean something, though, doesn't it?
Select your destination. Destination, Kronos 2. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on.
Inbound on the processing line.
So, we're going to need a lot of energy for this sensor sweep, but the pulse knocked out the flow control on the plasma lathes. They're burning out of control and draining the power reserves.
One of us will need to enter the processing line and reach the emergency reset.
Well, I'd do it, if you'd let me.
I find your disregard for your own safety confounding.
That's why we make such a good team. You're my voice of reason. My Jiminy Cricket.
In that case, we're doomed.
The pulse has the electronics in that area on the fritz. If you reset the power transformer, I may be able to run a diagnostic.
The door is sealed, but it looks like some of the labor units are still online.
Well, they're not responding to comms. If you reset the transformer above you, I might be able to get one to open the line for you.
Do you require assistance, Echo 1?
These transformers are an outdated model. We should upgrade them at our earliest convenience.
No wonder they get misaligned so easily.
Grid stabilized.
The control hub in that area is back online. I've re-established contact with the labor unit manning the line entrance below. He should open the door for you.
Echo unit identified. Opening service entrance.
I should be able to reach the manual reset on the other end of the line.
You mean past the inferno of white-hot plasma?
Correct, which is precisely why I'm the one doing it.
Jack? Jack, are you there?
Another EMP. Status report?
All clear here. But the line's throttle controls just went haywire. Be careful in there.
The door controls are functioning normally. I can leave its operation to the labor unit.
That's a lot of flotsam. Better make sure nothing's jammed the conveyor systems. Could cause problems when we reboot.
I'll inspect the ice pallets. Looks like a piece is wedged under the conveyor unit.
Well, try and dig it out so it doesn't jam the reset protocols.
Melted clean through.
Maintenance units shouldn't be entering the line while the cutting systems are active. Something's very wrong here. More debris. Make sure you clear any jammed conveyors before moving on.
This unit is not a transport.
Something must have interfered with the nav protocols.
Yeah, looks like. Labor units shouldn't just run face first into a hostile environment.
Shields at 30%.
Unit 14, what is your function?
Any sign of a working hard drive in all this wreckage?
Not yet. Most command functions are processed in a unit's head.
Well, if you see one, give it a scan. I could use the data.
Pallet clear.
Stubborn bastard.
Reboot initiated.
That looked painful. Are you sure about this?
I'm certain. It's the only way to shut down the plasma lathes.
shields at 30%. Reboot initiated.
Jesus, Jack. It's a good thing that pod is fully stocked.
Please excuse my clumsiness.
Unit 14, what is your function?
Nav data mismatch. Multiple hazards detected. Maintenance cycle incomplete.
Approaching watch station.
The switch there should trigger an emergency reboot.
I've located some intact command modules. My scanner should be able to pull the drive data.
Good find. With any luck, the data clusters are still intact.
Reset in progress.
Power output back within normal parameters. We should have plenty of energy for the scan. Nice moves in there. Just watching that was giving me a cardiac. Jack, looks like everything's back up and running.
Affirmative.
Grab a Fury and head for the depleted dig site. I'll fill you in on the way.
Unit 14, what is your function?
Nav data mismatch. Multiple hazards detected. Maintenance cycle incomplete.
He seems intact, but he's running the wrong subroutines. The line's not scheduled for maintenance. En route to the depleted dig site.
Good. When you get there, you'll need to aim the sensor array at the anomaly. I'm heading out to rig up the transponder.
I thought we agreed that you'd stay on board the station.
Sorry, Jack. I need a direct line into the lathe systems to siphon the power supply.
Liv, the plasma lathes have already malfunctioned once. That's extremely dangerous.
Relax. I double-checked the failsafes and I've shut down the main relays. I'm following protocol to the letter. Mostly.
Confidence inspiring.
Direct connection established. Synchronizing data stream.
Nav data purged. Kronos uplink lost. Executing last known command. Collision detected. Damage report. Unavailable. Lower limbs non-ambulatory. Upper limbs non-ambulatory. Excessive command feedback. Critical failure. All systems. Shutting down.
Well, that was certainly horrifying.
Select your destination. Destination, depleted dig site. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on.
I've reached the depleted dig site. Are you in position?
Just arrived. Go ahead and bring it online. I'll manage the power supply.
Affirmative. I'll activate the site's generator.
Right. Just make sure you've completed all your other tasks before you get started. This scan could take a while, and I'll need you there.